6 Fun Facts About Tampons, in case you need some icebreakers. From swimming during your cycle to wearing your favorite skin-tight yoga pants, tampons have likely come to your rescue countless times. But how much do you really know about those little white mice? Read on for our advanced course on tampons, and bust these facts out like party tricks at your next girls' night. 1. People used to believe tampons could make you O. Tampax first became available in the mid-1930s, and according to an article on the history of tampons published in The Atlantic, back then, many people believed tampons could induce orgasms. They also believed tampons might accidentally break some girls' hymens, aka the cherry, and caused them to lose their virginity. Oh, how far we've come! For 14 mind-blowing facts about orgasms, check out our animated video. 2. Scented tampons aren't so great for your vag. Playtex introduced the first deodorant tampon in 1971. And while you'll find scented tampons at every drugstore, they're not the ones you want to buy. Scented sanitary products can actually increase your risk of developing a yeast infection, says Lizelyn LaFollette, MD, a California OB-GYN. And in some cases, the scented products can make odor worse, says LaFollette. The fix? Try changing pads and tampons more often and wash and thoroughly dry the vaginal area, she suggests instead. 3. You'll spend nearly $1,500 on tampons in your lifetime. The average woman will shell out $1,418.67 on tampons during her lifetime, assuming she changes them every 6 hours for her 4-day periods, and a box of 36 tampons costs $7. In 40 states, these boxes are taxed as luxury items. Obama recently owned up to not knowing why they'd be taxed that way but suspected it's because men made the laws. Ya think? A recent U.S. study also found women lose $1,692 in wages each year due to complaining of heavy bleeding. We feel you, ladies. Here's the ultimate period survival guide. 4. Americans are way more likely to use applicator tampons than Europeans are. According to the book, Capitalizing on the Curse, The Business of Menstruation, 97% of European women use digital tampons. No, they're not part of a new app, they're the ones without the plastic or cardboard applicators we're used to. Stateside, only 3 to 4% of women use them. Digital tampons are more compact than a tampon with an applicator and can be more easily transported without being detected by others, says LaFollette. An additional benefit of this type of tampon is the fact that there are less waste materials, making this a better choice for those concerned with environmental issues. On the plus side of applicator tampons, they help guide how far to insert, says LaFollette. Overall, 70% of American women use tampons, a big jump from the 3% of Asian and Latin American women who do. In fact, each of these American women will use about 7,296 tampons in her lifetime, assuming she uses 16 tampons per cycle and menstruates from ages 12 to 50. But before you stock up. 5. Tampons have a shelf life. Yes, they have an expiration date, they're good for 5 years. While tampons are sanitary, they're not sterile, which means that if they're not stored properly bacteria and mold can grow, says LaFollette. That shelf life gets even shorter when your tampon is tossed around in your bag for weeks on end. That tampon has been in contact with perfume, dust, ink, and other foreign bacteria found inside a purse, says LaFollette. These types of contamination increase the risk of developing vaginal infections or other complications. 6. Tampons can be used to fight pollution. Let's call it the side hustle of tampons. Per the Washington Post, a UK professor found out tampons soaked in optical brighteners can be used to give off fluorescent shades that make them easy to spot in water. Researchers have been using tampons to track wastewater in the UK ever since.